So, as Mukta was explaining to you, when Yogi Bhajan came to LA in the late 60s and he saw all the hippies doing drugs and many of them ODing, he knew that he needed to stay in the US and teach Kundalini Yoga and teach us vegetarian diet. He wanted somehow to make sure that everybody coming to those first classes were really serious students because a lot of the Hollywood people started coming and they all wanted him to be their personal guru. And he said, no, no, I want people who really want to build a spiritual nation. So he had quite a sense of humor. And one of the things he did was teach us how to make a garlic Big Mac. Take a whole bulb of garlic, peel it, put all the cloves on top of a piece of bread, smother it with cheese, and make a grilled cheese garlic Big Mac. And he said, if you all eat that before class, believe me, many people will not come back. There's a smell of garlic. Well, only people who are only serious about doing Kundalini yoga and cleansing and purifying will continue coming to my classes. So the other thing he did,
일단
because there's such a strong energy exchange that happens when you do Kundalini, and everybody was hippies in those days, many people did not have jobs. Their parents were not supporting them in their new lifestyle. So he would sprinkle coins outside his classroom and tell the students, pick them up, and when you come in, pay for class. Because without paying, you will not get the full benefit, the full energy exchange of doing Kundalini. He had a friend that invited him to a Halloween party, and he'd never carved a pumpkin before, but they said he quickly caught on, and it was the most popular one, but they never understood why his pumpkin had three eyes, third eye, and two physical eyes. And so everything he did was a teaching moment. Everywhere he went, on planes, and if he was in a hospital, he never stopped teaching. That was his essence. And he said he came back in this lifetime to teach and to never say no, not even to one student, wherever he met them, wherever he saw a destiny. He came up with the name 3HO and told this pumpkin carving friend about it. And he said his friend just laughed at him and said, that is the silliest, most ridiculous name you could have come up with. What are you thinking? He said, what does it stand for? And he said, Healthy, Happy, Holy Organization. And he said, well, that you just have to think of something else. It'll never catch on. And Yogi Bhajan said, I can't. I already bought the business cards. So so we have 3HO today, this many years later. The name has caught on. And since we officially began 3HO January 5th, 1969, we have created the legacy of manuals and 8,800 lectures that he taught and Kundalini yoga classes. We've had two solstices a year in the US, yoga festivals all over Europe for years. And we have students who have been with us and leave us their beautiful music and that legacy. We have Yogi Bhajan's art. He was just proficient at everything except dancing, we noticed. Couldn't exactly get the dancing down. But he created for us this spiritual nation that we all benefit from having and sharing and living with each other and connecting around the world with all the like-minded souls who hear Satnam and feel the touch of truth is my identity. So I've been here a year and we've decided to pass the mantle on, as Mukta said, to the younger generation. And we recently hired a new CEO who will officially start in January. His name is Davinder Singh, and I'd like you to get to know him here now. Welcome, Davinder. Satnam.
Satnam ji. Thank you so much for
that background, Nam. Cool. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Sada Sangat for letting me be here, and I'm extremely excited to work with the Sada Sangat and the board of 3HO. It's it is it's nothing less but an honor to be here. And my background, a little bit of background from me. I was born and raised in England, but my parents are Punjabi, and as am I. And I moved to San Diego, California from England in 2015. And I was fortunate enough to meet Hari Simran Khalsa, who's my wife now. She thankfully married me. And and I was introduced to Kundalini Yoga around 2016. Um, Although I've been doing other forms of yoga in my life, Kundalini Yoga from 2016, my first tantric yoga was in 2017, and it was truly life-changing. And I have made lifetime friends because of it, and it's really elevated my yoga practice and my lifestyle. My background has, I've come from a difficult background, and Kundalini Yoga, Sikhi, White Tantric Yoga has helped me navigate through the trenches of life. And it's amazing how I sit here in front of this Sangat to say thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to serve in 3HO. Satnam.
Well, I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank Namkar. I've been working with her for some years now, but this last year, working with you, Nam, has been an honor. I have seen all your devotion, all your dedication, all your strength, all your commitment, and for me, it has been an honor. I have learned so much for you, and I'm looking forward so much to keep serving by your side. Um, so, on behalf of all the 3HO team and all our Sangha, I want to thank you for all of that you have done, not only in the past 12 months, but all of your life. And at the same time, I would like to welcome Davinder Singh. We are looking forward so much for your sweetness, your strength, your character, your discipline, your commitment, your talent, and all the ways that we already see that you are going to bring and serve this community. So the best of the wishes for you in the process to come. We're all here by your side, and we are all together one serving this mission. So all of the blessings for both of you. All right. So before we get a little emotional, we're going to move.
I'll give a call.
Yes.
He didn't mention either. His wife, Hari Simran, swore she would never get married. He's the guy that convinced her because she wasn't taking any BS from anywhere, from anybody. So even that alone is a lifetime accomplishment.
Well, now we know the person we have with us, so we are so happy. Now we have, I think that's what we have from our legacies. There's more legacies, you need to know this, but we don't have the capacity to share all of them right now. The Signet, you really need to, if you haven't already, really need to check Signet because it's a never-ending, full of resources service. You will find music of our community, of the Sikh Punjabi community. It's all free. They have so much of educational programs. If you have children, they have amazing educational programs for children that you can find on YouTube. So it's an amazing resource. You don't want to miss it. There's LYF that keeps all of our properties, and they are doing an amazing job in preserving all of the wonderful assets that we have. And there's some more. So we are not going to be able to cover all of them right now. But the idea of this presenting legacy organization is that you understand that there's so much more available for you that you can tap on. So whether you enter by Sikh Dharma or by Kundalini Yoga or by other of our legacy organizations, just know that there's so much. There's Satnam Rasayan, which is such an amazing path unto itself. So just to give you a taste of the full breadth of this.